What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Elo Bandit, and today I have the Teambuilder versus Aravar, the DC Diglets. I'm going to keep this short and sweet since I know that Teambuilders aren't usually the most interesting things in the world, but I am going to try and cover everything. So let's go ahead and take a look at his team to start off with. He's got his Kyurem B, Slowbro, Snorlax, Galvantula, Aromatisse, Torkoal, Megavenu, Scizor, Lucario, Rhyperior, and Mantine, I don't know. Either way, the biggest threats to me are his Kyurem, his Slowbro, his Snorlax, and his Mega Venusaur. And that'll be kind of illustrated looking at the team that I'm bringing. So let's go ahead and start off with the Mega Lopunny. I'm not running Fake Out on this. I'm instead expecting him to know that I would Fake Out every turn and just get a free Power-Up Punch instead. I am not using High Jump Kick. I am instead using Low Kick, since it does a lot more versus his team, and I don't want to risk running into the Protect of Aromatisse or that kind of thing. Low Kick ends up just being a much more reliable alternative, since missing would actually end my life, essentially. I am running kind of a more supporty set with this Lopunny. Lopunny isn't actually the focus of this particular team. It's more here for coverage and damage. So I am running Healing Wish to help out another member of the team. Because the main Pokemon that this team is supposed to revolve around is my Crobat. Now Crobat, in the past I only used him as like a pivot, as a defogger, but in this case he is actually going to be my main sweeper. I'm running, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the EVs real quick. 164, 347 outspeeds everything on his team, not including Scarfers. That means I can go max attack Adamant for the Lopunny. Okay, moving back to Crobat, again, I hit that 318 mark. This outspeeds everything except for, I believe, I think Scarfed Kyurem, but I'm not outspeeding that anyway, so this is all the speed that I need. Nasty Plot, Air Slash, Giga Drain, Heat Wave. Essentially, when I have a turn to set up, that's when I Nasty Plot, and then Air Slash, Giga Drain, and Heat Wave essentially break his entire team, which is very, very nice. I am using Life Orb over Expert Belt so that it gives me a little bit more damage, and I do have Giga Drain for recovery. I can hit, for example, I can hit Slowbro with Giga Drain. Moving on, I've got my Cresselia. I'm running Calm Mind, Moonlight, Psyshock, Hidden Power, Fire. Essentially, this thing can tank hits like a beast. This thing is abominably tanky. It can Calm Mind up and restore its HP, and then potentially sweep with Psyshock and HP Fire. HP Fire, of course, is to hit Scizor and Lucario. Eelektross is also an invaluable member of this team. I realized looking at my team, looking at his team, that Eelektross hits basically everything. This Pokemon gets such insane coverage. So I gave it enough speed to outspeed whatever. The HP and defense let it, I believe, tank. I want to say it tanks 2 Outrages from Kyurem B, though I'm not actually 100% sure. It's been a while since I actually built this team, so I don't remember exactly. But it is a bulky Eelektross with a lot of points into attack. It is modest set, and the moves Flash Cannon, Giga Drain, Flamethrower, and Volt Switch hit basically everything on his team. Volt Switch is the only move that I have against Mantine. I'm not really expecting him to bring that, but I do have that in case. Flamethrower, of course, hits Scizor, Lucario. Giga Drain hits Slowbro, and then Flash Cannon hits Kyurem, Aromatisse. Yeah, that's essentially it. Also, sorry, I forgot to mention, Giga Drain also basically one-shots Rhyperior. So this Eelektross puts in a ton of work against his team. 88 speed gives me an actual advantage against a lot of his mons. Only 2 left is the Cofagrigus. I'm running fully defensive, essentially, Cofagrigus. This thing is for a potential Kyurem B Outrage scenario, where I can come in, start Calm Minding up, Will-O-Wisp it if it's an actual issue, then I got my Resto Chesto, and I can start Will-O-Wisp hexing things to death. That's the plan with this Cofagrigus. And then lastly, I have Let Bygones Be Flygons. Choice Bandit Flygon outspeeds everything on his team minus Scarfers, Earthquake, Outrage, Fire Punch, and U-Turn. Fairly standard Fire Punch, of course. Hits things like Scizor, U-Turn for momentum, Outrage for raw damage, and Earthquake because his team is very grounded. Something about insert clip of Aravar saying people draft grounded teams, whatever. Point is, he did get his Mantine recently. He traded in for that, so that's now an issue. I can't just spam Earthquake and win. That's what Eel is on the team for. And that pretty much finishes the team builder. That's the basic overview of the team. The actual match will be released tomorrow, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.